Hello family, this is Greg coming to you once again from FaithsMessenger.com. We are continuing our series on the characteristics of a good church. The characteristics of a good church. And this characteristic is entitled Personal Transparency from Our Church Leaders. Personal transparency from our church leaders. You know, I think inadvertently, we as parishioners, we tend to place our leaders on a pedestal that they don't necessarily need to be placed on. And what I mean by that is, I get out of bed every Sunday morning and I go and listen to my pastor speak. I've submitted my family to the leaders in our church. And if we never hear any mistakes, if we never hear any blunders, if we never hear any challenges that our leaders have, we're not really able to identify with them. I think it endears leaders to the congregants when they expose, hey, you know what, I missed it this week. Let me tell you what challenge I had to face today. It endears their leaders to the church, to the congregants, when we know as congregants that, hey, this person is a person just like I am. They have challenges just like we do. And they're not afraid to share their challenges with us. I know of a situation where I was sitting under a great leader, great minister, and he came and announced one Sunday that he had decided to step away from the ministry because of some type of indiscretions that he had succumbed to. Wouldn't tell you the details, wouldn't tell you anything about it. It's just we're going to have him step down for about a year and until he straightens some things out in his life, and then he'll be back. And sure enough, after about a year, he stepped back into the lead pastor role. Well, that's great, but for me, he immediately lost credibility because I don't want you to come to me and share the great things that God has done for you, but at the same time be reluctant to share the challenges. I think there needs to be a balance. So you're saying that you want me to continue on with the ministry, but you're stepping down for some indiscretion that you refuse to tell me what it is. And that makes sense to you. It doesn't make sense to me. I think if you're reluctant to share what took place that would cause you to step away from the ministry, then don't come to me and share the good things that God is doing in your life. Don't share all the good and suppress the bad. Share all of it, because in reality, we all are subject to the same faults, to the same sin, to the same blessing. So I think there needs to be transparency from our leaders, and that transparency can do a lot toward endearing the parishioner to the leadership in the church. So I'll leave you with that today. If you're going to consider joining a church, make sure that you're joining a church where your leadership has no problem with being transparent and sharing their faults, sharing their shortcomings with the church. So I'll leave you with that today, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye-bye.